Hi, I'm Ruth McKeaney. Welcome back to Hillside Farm. Today we're taking a little trip down memory lane as I share some of my favorite recipes that we've had over the years and my family loves. These dishes have unforgettable flavors and lots of heart. I hope they bring you a little joy and inspiration to your home too. Enjoy. Welcome to Hillside Farm. My name is Ruth McKeaney, and it's so fun to have you back to the late winter, early spring series. And I've got Nancy, my amazing neighbor here, she's got her own blog. If you look on Instagram, it's called Nance Eats Plants. Is that the
yes,
way? Okay.
Nance Eats Plants.
Nance Eats Plants, because several years ago, Nancy went vegetarian, and it's only recently, since COVID. No, you went vegetarian before
During COVID, yeah. Just the last 2 years, I've started incorporating more meat, fish in my diet.
Actually, we were having a conversation last night, and I was talking to her about what she wanted to make, and she mentioned she had had chicken, and I said, chicken? And she said, because of the stage of life we're entering, she feels she might need a little extra protein.
Women of a certain age, we're supposed to get more protein, I'm hearing.
I'm not one of those women of a certain age, right? Yes, I am. Very much so.
I've got a few years on you.
I know. Okay, so what are we making today? Which I'm very excited because I love salads, but true confessions, I don't enjoy making them. They overwhelm me a little bit. I know. Isn't that funny? I'll bake all day, but salads just... Anyway, so what are we making?
They can be bland, and they can seem like just like not exciting.
Yeah.
I have a hard time getting my husband to eat salad, and I do like the way I make it because I make it flavorful. So I think the key to a good salad is not necessarily, it doesn't even have to be what lettuce you use. We're using kale today, but it could be butter lettuce. It could be arugula. I love arugula.
I love arugula.
It could be any kind of greens, salad greens. But the key I think, is in the dressing. And also, we're going to chop up some herbs.
Oh, I love it.
And that's going to add a lot of flavor to the salad.
So what do we have here that's going to be going into the salad itself?
Well, we've got kale, which we're gonna kind of mince that julienne style.
Okay.
We've got blue cheese, which you can use any kind of cheese. You can use feta cheese, goat cheese, Parmesan. I really like Parmesan. You can shave it. You can so. Really, whatever your preference is for cheese, you can use that. We have toasted walnuts. Again, you can use any nut you like, toasted almonds, the sweetened candied pecans, which actually does go nice with blue cheese. I prefer more of a salty toasted nut, so that's just my preference. But really, any nut you like, and I prefer them toasted. Okay. We have.
Will the mint be going in the dressing?
The mint. What I'm going to do is after we put the salad together, we'll chop up the herbs and we're just going to lay it on top.
Oh, love it! And then you'll teach us how to make the fantastic dressing.
Yeah, which is simple, but good.
Okay, kale can be very intimidating to people.
Oh, and the apple. We're going to have any kind of fruit. You could do pear, apple. I sometimes do strawberries. If it's a summer salad, you can do, any kind of berry. You can even put oranges in there, any kind of fruit that you like. So
okay, that's the nice thing. It's like open up your fridge and say, what do I have?
Oh, exactly.
I say this, and yet it still intimidates me. Okay, we're on kale. Now, I will be eating this before my husband gets home because he will not eat kale, but I love
All right, that's
kale.
my mission, to get him to start liking a kale salad. Kale.
So, okay, what do you want us to do with the kale?
So I usually take my fingers. I start at the end with the stalk, and
Stop! I'm interrupting you. Let
me just finish.
I have the coolest thing. I don't even know what it's by. I got it on the website, Chef and... Look at this, Nancy.
Oh,
now, you're gonna go buy one.
Now I have to say, I still have some stock in there. All right, let's see what you got.
Watch this. You find the hole that it fits in, right? Oh. And you pull it. It's off.
Oh my gosh! And the entire stock
is gone.
Oh, I got to get one of those. Okay.
So these things, and they have different, so that if you have a small herb, or you have different style stalks, and you literally stick it in there.
Oh my goodness!
I mean,
love it. Love it.
That's okay. I want you to try it just because it's so much fun.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
While you're doing that, what do you want me to do with the kale? Do you massage your kale?
I do what I do if I'm short for time. Okay. But another secret is you can chop up your kale, put it in there. You can put olive oil and some type of vinegar, whether it's red wine vinegar, sherry vinegar, apple cider vinegar, a couple of tablespoons, or maybe just a tablespoon with a little bit of olive oil, maybe a tablespoon of olive oil, just to moisten it, and you can just let it sit.
And that
once it's already chopped up, and it will, with a little bit of salt, and it will actually wilt, and it'll kind of tenderize it a little bit.
Because that's, I think, why you're supposed to massage it. I like that word, tenderize it. You do that. I will. I'm just going to, Julie.
Amazing.
Isn't that amazing? I love that thing.
Wow.
All right, let me put this. And you said julienne. You want to explain to everybody if you don't know what julienne means?
Yes, I just think it looks pretty. So I cut those into probably 4 to 5 strips first. So I go the other way, but actually you can do it anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
Just so you get a nice.
I almost like it like a slaw, like
really, a slaw, exactly.
Really
so
thin.
You can go either way. Actually, you can go against the grain or with the grain. There's nothing worse. Like I've had some real bad kale salads where the leaves are huge. You can't even chew it because it's there's no flavor. Where I find when I make most of my salads, I like to chop. It's almost like a chopped salad, you know.
I agree.
Just because it gives it, it's easier to eat. So that looks gorgeous.
Are we going to do all of it, or what are we going to do?
We're going to do probably most of our kale. I think I brought up like 3/4 of ours. So let me keep going with this.
So Nancy was the first person that came and greeted us when we moved into this neighborhood.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
I do remember. I remember the day.
You remember the day.
Coming up and meeting you, and you had Anders. He was what, a baby?
A baby. And people thought this area was haunted up here. It was pretty
well,
bad.
we did hear that. Yeah, it was a property that hadn't been taken care of in
100 years.
100 years, pretty much. And so it has been wonderful having you guys up here.
All right, let me grab
now I have a new friend too. Well, a new friend that I've known for what, 15, 20 years now. Okay, so
yeah, 15 years.
Okay, we
I'll
can
keep doing
chopping. Yes.
All right.
So
you can do this, by the way, with your parsley. Just find a stick right
wonderful.
here.
Well, you know what I do?
What do you do?
I kind of cheat a little bit.
Look at this. Look at that. Well, anyway, it does. See how it's
all
off right
so
there?
No, that's a really okay. So where do we get this?
Literally, look on Amazon. I can't read anymore. I think it says chef and then an N. And look up for one of these green things. I mean, it's incredible.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. So we have, I included some herbs here. We've got mint and we've got cilantro.
Use that knife real quick.
Yes. Not everybody
I love cilantro.
loves cilantro. So if
cilantro.
you don't like cilantro, you can use any kind of herb, really. In the summer, I use basil, mint. I've got mint here. Cilantro. You can use parsley. So whatever you like for your
I
herbs.
actually thought that was parsley, but it's not. Cilantro.
Yeah, and this is, here's our mint. Okay.
I think you either love cilantro or you do not like it.
It's one of those people say that don't like it. Like there's a kind of a soapy taste that they have in their mouth, which is interesting.
I've tried to grow it for years and I can't. All right.
Oh, I think you're hired.
That's funny. All right.
And that'll feed 3-4 people.
Yeah.
So that's plenty. So that's pretty much. And as far as the kale, you can buy the curly kale, you can buy. This is the I never know how to pronounce the name. It starts with an L, lacinato, but this is what they call it, dinosaur kale. Okay. I like it because it just seems a little easier to work with. It's not so curly and kind of going all over the place. So then we'll chop a little bit of these herbs. Yeah, we're going to chop those.
How do you want this done? Like super thin?
So what I do is I slice them, and then I slice the slices so that they're just little matchsticks, kind of like matchsticks.
Oh, you might not. Okay, I might give you this job because I don't know if I'm going to do them right. And you can use, like she said, an apple. You can use pears. You can use any kind. I'll swap you, and I'll start to do that.
Yeah, great. Okay. And then we'll probably chop, I would say, maybe 2 tablespoons. I usually take the chunk, and I just
cut the
chop
top.
the ends and just kind of go,
Yeah.
just to make it easier because I'm lazy.
Okay. You are not lazy.
All right, so we'll put these in. So, well, I'll
So I'm not kidding when I say to check out Nance Eats Plants. I remember when you were looking at that name because it's beautiful. And she does so many sides of vegetables and different salads. I think you even did pasta dishes.
I did some pasta, yeah. I mean, I dabbled in anything I could figure out that was, you know, that was
But I bet there are things that you could add chicken to. So it's not just...
All of those, and I've actually put that in my blog, that any of those salads, and they usually have some roasted vegetables on them, any of those salads you can add any kind of vegetable, but you can also add any kind of protein, you know, animal protein. So chicken, fish, whatever.
Even probably steak?
Even, yeah.
All right, do I put this on top?
So that'll go right on top there.
And you don't mix it up, it just lays on top.
And then what we can do is we're going to massage that before I put all this in. So
massage it?
We can add a little bit of
olive oil?
Olive oil and a little bit of red wine vinegar or lemon juice. Doesn't matter, as long as it's acidic. Right, that's perfect.
Okay.
And do we want to add, we just need to squeeze that in. So I'll just...
Well, you know what I do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what do you do?
I squeeze it over my hand so that my hand catches the seeds.
Oh, perfect.
And then the juice just goes through.
And that's plenty. That's, I mean, that's perfect.
Okay.
Great. So I will, so you'll massage a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll take it over here.
Right, go ahead.
We'll switch sides again.
All right. When you say massage.
Yeah, so I mean, just kind of, it doesn't have to be, you know, anything too harsh, but usually it's probably at least a minute, but I sometimes I just do 30 seconds, especially if it's going to sit for a little bit. It'll kind of get soft while, you know, it's just sitting, as we said before. So
because kale is a little bit.
Yeah, this is also going to help because it's chopped so fine.
Oh,
you're gonna see a big difference.
Okay.
Bob's not going to know he's eating kale.
I guarantee you. I've only fooled him once, and that's my sausage soup recipe. All right.
So for the sake of time.
Yep. I'll let you wash your hands.
Okay. And then we can put in our apples.
Okay. Just on the top?
On the top.
Okay.
And then we've got toasted walnuts that I toasted ahead of time.
All right.
And then we can add...
Do our dressing.
Yeah, we can add the cheese.
Okay.
Or actually, we'll do the dressing and we can add that at the end.
At the end, okay.
So,
oh wait, garlic is for the dressing.
Garlic's for the dressing.
Let me scoot this out of your way.
Okay.
All right, what do we do for dressing?
We'll need to squeeze that. Oh, do you have any red wine vinegar?
Yes.
Or balsamic is fine
I've got
too.
balsamic.
Perfect. So for the dressing, I usually I always put a little garlic in my dressing for flavor. And just like a half a clove just to give it flavor. Too much garlic, I don't know if it does that to you, but it upsets my stomach.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, so I use a half a clove. You can use a full clove depending on how much you like. And I mix that in. Now you've got minced garlic here, so we'll use that. We're gonna squeeze half a lemon, a whole lemon, depending on how much dressing you wanna make, if you wanna make it ahead of time. We're gonna put this in our jar.
Great.
Okay, we'll squeeze that in. Oh, you do it better than I do, right?
It's okay. Just through your fingers.
Oh, okay.
Then it kind of goes through. I know that obviously there's utensils. I just don't have my utensil anyway.
Okay, that's good enough.
Oh, here
then we'll put, so that's probably a tablespoon.
Okay.
If a whole lemon will give you 2 tablespoons. We'll use maybe a tablespoon of balsamic, maybe 2, because we can make more dressing. And then some olive oil.
Do you need salt and pepper?
Yes,
I can get that
while
you do the.
Okay. Some olive oil here. I would say 2 tablespoons. Everybody's different with olive oil. I prefer more than less because I love olive oil. But 2 tablespoons is probably plenty. So that's good. A little bit of salt and pepper.
Just a pinch?
Just a pinch, yeah.
Anything else going on?
And then you can add a little bit of Dijon mustard in here for flavor. If you like it sweeter, you can add honey or maple syrup, like a teaspoon or a tablespoon of either one of those. Since we have the apples, it all depends on the mood I'm in, but I like to just keep it a simple dressing with not a lot of sugar in there.
And I like to
Shake
have
it
a
up.
jar because you can put the lid on and shake it and store it all in the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great idea. Also, you can add a little bit of Italian herb, like dried, Italian herbs. So you can add that, maybe a teaspoon of that. And we're going to put it on our salad.
Right on the salad.
Ready, right? Yeah. So since we already have some on there, and we made probably enough for, I don't want to use the whole thing. So, and then we'll take some of our cheese. So we can, we'll pour some of our blue cheese on the top, and then it'll be ready to go. Do you
mix it, or do you serve it so that they can see the layered?
Well, that's pretty. I mix it a little, but it is nice to kind of see, all the different elements in there.
I have, look at this. Do you think I need another? Yes, I do. But these are great.
All right, that's on the Christmas list.
I love it.
Christmas gifts for Ruth.
Christmas gifts in a stocking. I need salad tongs.
But really great for people that don't love salads.
Yeah.
I made this. I was out visiting my brother and his wife, and we had a simple bowl of soup and a salad like that. And it was, a bottle of wine. It was delicious.
It was delicious. And again, you can throw on a chicken breast. You can throw on fish.
Absolutely,
you can throw on anything. So I hope you give it a shot. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you for having
right.
me.
Love you, friend. Love you. All right, I know what I'm having for lunch. Tell us what you brought, because I wanted something fall.
So my sister-in-law always does a butternut squash salad at Thanksgiving, but she usually does hers with feta, and I don't love feta with it. I like goat cheese. I like the creaminess of the goat cheese. To me, I don't know. It's my favorite. So what you do, I used to always cut up my butternut squash and almost chop off my finger
and then
doing
you
it.
Joined the rest of us. You just go to the store and buy it.
And I will tell you, when it comes to Thanksgiving, sometimes those time savers are really worth it. And having this already cut up for you, and your stores now can do that for you, is safer.
I'm also going to say it's not just for times of Thanksgiving.
No,
I would much rather go buy
I love it. So
so how much do you need?
So this is a pound. So I mean, this is would feed. Really, it's a normal family. If you need to do it for a larger amount of group, I would obviously double the amount.
When you say normal family, are you talking 3 kids?
I'm talking like a family of 6 to 8 with like a couple
That's
adults, a couple
not...
kids, and some grandparents, and
Okay.
But for those of us who are having 25 at ours, we're going to do a lot more than that. But I'll do it this size for today.
Okay, so I open this up, and do I grease this?
Yes, you absolutely need some olive oil on there for sure.
Olive oil. Do you have a little olive oil?
I do. I brought up olive oil, so a little bit on there. And then you're going to preheat your oven to 400.
Okay.
And I mean, honestly, this is easy. So we'll spread that on here.
Do you have to mix it all up in the olive oil?
I usually put a little more drizzle of olive oil.
Do you want to add the rest of those?
Yeah, I am, on top. And then the other thing I do is I'm going to slice an onion, half of a red onion.
Red onions are my favorite onions.
And I think when you roast this along with the butternut squash, it just adds a layer
of flavor.
Yeah, a flavor of a little bit of sweetness with the caramelization of this. So
I have to tell you, Heather did not like my knives. In fact, I don't have good knives. So for my birthday, she bought me.
I bought you a Cutco knife.
But what is it called?
It's called the Petite Santuco.
Santuco.
It's Santuco.
But what I find so funny is both our brothers 20 years ago sold.
They did. And my son did it too during college as a great way to make a little extra cash. And I happened to buy a few while he was doing it.
But here's what I love. You just let me know that they will sharpen it.
They will. You can send it back in to Cutco, and they will sharpen it for free and mail it back to you.
That's for how long?
In the oven?
No.
Wait, you're talking about
how long will they do that for the rest of its
yes.
life?
Oh yeah, forever.
I love that.
Okay, we need a little salt and pepper on that, and I'm also going to put a little bit of rosemary.
Like literally just drizzle the salt.
Yeah,
I don't like things
perfect.
too salty.
That's
you know
perfect.
Me.
And then I usually put a little bit of rosemary. It's probably about a couple teaspoons, depending on, again, how much butternut squash you
I love
use.
the color in this salad.
Oh, it's pretty, I know. And then later when we put it together with the white of the goat cheese, and then we'll put a couple other fun items that are going to go on top of it. Really is delish.
I'm guessing you mean sweetened dried blueberries and pumpkin seeds.
I do. So I do pumpkin seeds, and then most people are thinking they're going to use dried cranberries, but I do a little dried blueberry.
Thank you.
Yep. So that'll
and
smell
how long
delicious.
Does this go in the
so it's
oven?
about 30 minutes in your oven at 400.
All right.
Yep.
It's climbing up there. It'll be at 400 before you know it.
Okay.
30 minutes. All right. We got it.
Yeah. So while that cooks, we can do a little dressing.
Salad dressing? All right.
So we're going to do probably about a 1/4 cup of olive oil. And I usually make my dressings in a bowl jar. It's
I do
easy.
too. We drink out of ball jars. Am I using a 1/4 cup?
That is
It's a third.
So just go a
And
little
that's
less.
a half.
Go a little less. Just pour it in there, but just leave some of it in.
Okay, wait. All right, there you go.
All right, and then we'll do 2 tablespoons of
I'm going to try to feed this back in.
apple cider vinegar.
That's kind of the base of all dressings, I feel like.
It is. And then you can put a little honey in. You can do,
Yes.
Again, I don't measure the honey because it just sticks to the spoon.
Yeah.
So just give it a good squeeze, probably about a tablespoon's worth. And then a little bit of salt and pepper in there as well.
Okay. Salt and pepper back.
Yep.
A little pinch.
Yep. Because you can always adjust your seasonings later. And then,
I love what we're having for dinner.
I know. So, and then
Okay.
you just shake
Shake
it up.
And is that enough for everything?
It would be enough for the amount that we're doing.
Okay.
Again, if we're going to double it for a bigger crowd, double your dressing.
Double your dressing.
Yeah.
And we're going to be putting all the lettuce.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and make it, right? But just not have the dressing onto it yet.
Sure. So, yep. We can assemble. I like to do my salads on platters for big events because especially when you're using things like butternut squash or beets or anything that are heavy, they all sink to the bottom of a bowl.
That is true.
But if you do it on a platter, then you can make it evenly distributed and it looks much prettier. So this is I made at home. This is butternut squash and the onions that I already did at home so we could do this together today. So yeah, when you use a platter for your salad, you can dress it up really as you want to, as you can see fit. Like you can see a spot that needs a little bit more purple, add it, it's just better than I think a bowl.
It's so pretty.
It is pretty. So, all right, I'm going to finish, put all this on here. And then I do pumpkin seeds and just grab a handful. And
I love
sprinkle.
I love to roast pumpkin seeds.
You
with
can
salt
roast.
and
You
butter.
can roast them. You can leave them raw. These are actually raw green pumpkin seeds.
Okay.
And I kind of like the color of the green.
So you can use your pumpkins that you already have pumpkins outside and roast your own pumpkin seeds.
You could.
So.
Oh. Pretty. And then add a little bit of goat cheese on top. Just brightens it up. It's going to give it a really nice creamy texture. Pretty. Easy.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then at the last minute, I mean, you could do this ahead of time.
That's what
and
I'm saying.
then
We can put this in the fridge and keep it cool.
Dress it for later when everybody's here. So,
Okay.
done.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so what we have to do now is asparagus.
Okay.
All right. Okay, one of our very favorite salads, my cousin Lori over in Georgia introduced us to this recipe. And do you think every time we're there she makes it? Probably. It's everyone's favorite, and I think it's a great summer salad because it's strawberries and bacon and poppy seeds.
We requested her to give the recipe to my mom.
Yes, we did. And then I got permission to put it in this book. So it's in the book on page, can you read that? My eyes are going.
223.
223. And I think it's going to become a fast favorite of yours. We're going to have Audrey help us. Audrey, Audrey is my number 4 daughter, and she just actually had her graduation party last night, and she's going off to college in the fall. I'm going to let you two tell us how to make the salad. Okay, what are you gonna, oh, she's gonna explain, and you're
Okay, so first, we already chopped up the romaine. We like it very bite-sized, so nice and small. And then we're going to crumble about a 1/4 cup of bacon into it. So we already have cooked all the bacon, so Audrey's gonna crumble that into the salad. And then we have about 1 pint of cut strawberries that we also already cut. So we'll just...
Are you sure it's a 1/4 cup of bacon?
That's what it says in here.
Huh.
We like
Do
a
I
lot
always
of bacon
add
in our
more
salad.
bacon?
I think so.
Do I always add more bacon?
Mm-hmm. And then we're also going to add about a 1/2 cup of sunflower seeds, which I'm just going to...
I really add a lot more bacon than most people.
And then the last thing that goes as a topping on the salad is a red onion. So we've already cut it up a little bit. It's about a 1/2 cup of chopped red onion, but I'm just going to break it up. Okay, and then the next thing we are going to do is the dressing for the salad, which is a poppy seed dressing, right? So we're going to mix it all in this mason jar, and the first thing we're going to add is a tablespoon of poppy seeds.
Looks like the rest of this.
Yeah, just eye it.
And then 2 tablespoons of vinegar, which I can add. And then a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise.
Avery, do you think you'll do a lot of cooking when you get married?
I already cook a lot, and I know for sure I will cook a lot more once I'm married. I love cooking.
So does Audrey. I think Audrey loves everything very, very healthy. So there's a lot of smoothies and juices and avocado things done. Got that?
Yeah.
And then a 1/4 cup of milk, which is in here. And then lastly, a 1/4 cup of sugar. And then we'll stick the top on, shake that up.
I think it's a little bent, but you can get it on. And this, I would not put it on the salad until you're ready to serve, because romaine lettuce tends to wilt pretty quick. But once this is on, put this in the fridge, keep it chilled, keep this chilled, and I'm telling you, it will become a